Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
The Hyperbolic Time Chamber, or the Room of Spirit and Time, is the ultimate battle simulation in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. This room has 10 times Earth's gravity. The temperatures and the climate in there fluctuate to create a battle simulation that puts your abilities to the test. It has supplies in there. It's in a completely different dimension, and one day in there is equivalent to one entire year of training. So Vegeta really hasn't been talked about as much in the Tournament of Power arc so far, besides him being a father or having a new kid and a baby, Bulla. That's basically it as far as it has gone. But there's two things really that we know about him. He's been training in the time chamber twice now, and he's blown it up twice. Now, why is this important? Well, I have a theory, and the reason I have this theory is because I think that they're focusing a lot on Goku's transformation, even coming out with the new poster of Goku with his shirt being all ripped and looking like he's in a new transformation or whatever. And so I feel like they're gonna blindside us with a new transformation for Vegeta. Vegeta needs to become relevant because right now he's lagging extremely behind Goku when it comes to power. And I liked it in the Dragon Ball Super manga where he still lagged. They gave Goku everything. Goku in the anime has the Kaioken with the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. In the manga, he perfected the Super Saiyan Blue transformation. He had perfected Super Saiyan Blue for a little bit, going toe-to-toe with Merge Zamasu, and Vegeta had to go back and forth between Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. They showed this weakness in the manga, but they haven't really focused on this weakness for Super Saiyan Blue in the anime, really. So, as much as I would love to see the return of Super Saiyan God for Vegeta, for him to go back and forth between these two transformations through the Tournament of Power, I think they're going to go a little bit differently, and I think they've been showcasing this with him blowing up the Hyperbolic Time Chamber twice, and we got one of the best Mr. Popo lines that is carved out straight from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. And so, why is this important? Well, I have a theory that Vegeta's gonna get transformation, and it's connected to him blowing up the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. He's been training in secret to kind of up his skills and gain new abilities and stuff. And it's important to note that him blowing up the Hyperbolic Time Chamber is a big deal. He did it twice now, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, he did it twice. And in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, if you blew up the door for the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, essentially you're trapped because it's in a completely different dimension. In Dragon Ball Z, the only way that Gotenks and Super Buu got back is by screaming and using all their energy, focusing into one point and tearing a hole through time and space to come and pop out back onto Kami's lookout. So Vegeta blowing up the entire Hyperbolic Time Chamber, then they having to remake it essentially twice, and probably having to do it again, and then him blowing it up and just kind of being tearing it through dimension, it kind of is something that it's something too important to ignore kind of thing. And so again, I could be wrong. Tonight is the real start of the Tournament of Power, where all the fighters are supposed to be targeting Goku. So I could be wrong. We could see nothing from Vegeta, and Vegeta could just be in his Super Saiyan Blue state throughout the entire tournament. But I figured let's have fun. And so this transformation, which I'm going to call Super Saiyan Hyperbolic Vegeta. I wanted to call it Super Saiyan Hyperbolic God Vegeta, but that's a little too much, I think. So Super Saiyan Hyperbolic Vegeta. This transformation, now it doesn't need to have all these powers, but I thought it'd be really cool, and my imagination was firing on all cylinders. So I think this transformation is going to be a lot of fun. So he doesn't need to have all these powers, but these are the ones that I thought I kind of pulled. And he could have incorporated from the Hyperbolic Time Chamber into his God design, into his God Ki. So, number one, just like anything, I want this transformation to up his skills and his abilities. If he was using this transformation, it'd be like him training for years and years and years. And so his abilities and his strengths increase the longer he uses the transformation. Now, this has the immediate drawback with the fact that the longer he is in this transformation, that he is in this form, it takes chunks and years out of his life. So this would be pretty cool later on the line, that he can still be training, he can still train his body to withstand, so that way less years get taken from his life. But essentially, yeah, the longer you use, this is kind of a mulligan, the longer you use this transformation, the older you'll be getting. So Vegeta could, he could possibly use his transformation to the point where he, like, ages really rapidly and becomes much older than Goku and stuff. So what would this transformation entail? What would be ability that this transformation would have? Well, there are a few abilities that really can come to mind, and I would like to hear what your thoughts would be in the comments below, where what you would want this hyperbolic Vegeta transformation, Super Saiyan Hyperbolic Vegeta transformation to do. But personally, what I would really like to see is him being able to punch holes in space-time, kind of like in dimensions, similar to, almost exactly, I would say, to what Merge Zamasu does in the manga. If you guys haven't read the manga, go and read that shit. It doesn't take that long to read it. It's really fast. It goes from this Battle of Gods to all that to the Goku Black arc really fast, and it's a really great read. But Merge Zamasu, what he does is that he's punching holes in time, and then he's beating Goku and Vegeta to a bloody pulp. Even when Goku is about to, using the Hakai on him, he pulls his hand through a wormhole, kind of pulls Mai through it, and then he threatens to have Mai die with him with the Hakai, and Goku can't bear himself to kill her, so he stops the Hakai, and then Merge Zamasu gets the upper hand. So it would be really cool to have Vegeta be punching holes through time, and that would be like a really cool ability. And you might think that doesn't sound very Vegeta-ish, but if he really used combos very well, like, I don't want him just to be sitting in one spot and punching things. It'd be really cool if he's fighting, like, say he's fighting Jiren, he's fighting him, he's getting the upper hand because he's punching him in places, or he's fighting Hit, he's punching him in places where he's not really seeing the punches coming, or he punches somebody else that's coming at him. That'd be a really cool ability to have in a battle royale. The other ability that I thought, but I don't really have much thinking that it could be, I don't really want it to be one, is that he can control time, similar, I mean, it's called the Room of Time in space. Him controlling time like Hit does. I think that Hit already does that, so I don't really want to see that. I'd much rather see him punching holes through wormholes in reality and stuff like that. And then the last thing would be really cool is that when he transforms, the immediate area around him, becomes, the gravity fluctuates, the temperatures fluctuate, the environment fluctuates. So how is this relevant? Well, they've stated that in the tournament, each fighter has the amount of gravity from his birth planet placed on top of him. So if just by him, he doesn't control the gravity personally, but just by him transforming, and the longer he stays in the transformation, the more he powers up, the more gravity is pushed on the fighters that are near him. So it'd be really cool for this little tiny tidbit that the Grand Priest mentioned to really come into effect with his transformation. But that's just kind of like a side effect thing. It's not really something that he can control. And lastly, what does this transformation look like? Well, I would really like to finally see the Super Saiyan White that everybody has been talking about, that everybody really wanted from when we heard back when Goku Black was going to turn into a Super Saiyan. Everyone's like, oh, I want Super Saiyan Goku Black White. That would be really cool to see. We got Rose, which I prefer better, but I think it's finally time to see the white version. I think if we do see the white version, he should have the white hair, white eyes, white eyebrows. He should have still the God Key looking aura around him, but if you guys remember, when you first get into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, you see like kind of pressure around you, and that's where the pressure comes from. That's kind of fluctuating gravity and temperatures and stuff around him when he's in this transformation. So it'd be really cool to see him actually be kind of all hazy and hard to look at a little bit and stuff like that. So that would be pretty badass, I think. But anyway, guys, that's just a theory and a Dragon Ball theory. But anyway, I just had fun thinking about it. I was thinking about it all last night. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this theory. Drop me a like if you like my video. And this is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.